Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Coach Dave with StructureStrength.com and I'm here with Nast and we're gonna be going over what you can do in the next 90 days to get a strict pull-up, all right? So if you can follow me up, Nast is here. We're gonna be going over a progression of negatives or eccentrics that over these next 90 days you can work on. So if you're someone out there where you have no pull-ups, this is something you can work on. So the first thing that might be a little different, I know we're talking pull-ups, but we're actually gonna take that chin up supinated grip, if I'm using that right, because we wanna make sure that we're able to set those shoulders back and down, and that's a lot easier with this grip. If Nast kind of rises up in her shoulders and shrug for me, we don't want this position at all. So bring those shoulders back and down. Now switch your grip for me. So if you switch your grip, let's go pronated. In the pronated grip, just because the way your shoulder's set up, we're not winding up our shoulder, it's a lot easier to end up shrugged and high, and you can chill. It's a lot easier when we go chin up grip, go ahead, turn those hands around, to set this all back, and it's okay to be leaning back a little bit too when you do it. You don't need to stay straight up and down, and chill for a second. So if you have 0 pull-ups, most likely this negative is gonna be really, really hard for you, all right? It's gonna be hard. So we're gonna use a box to help, because our goal is, by the end of this, to be able to do 3 sets of 5 reps of a 10-second negative in the right position, all right? And that right position is making sure we're not floating up here. If this happens, don't move on, work on getting that. You have to film yourself to make sure that's happening. So, Nast has a box set up underneath her feet. She's using her tippy toes, maybe able to step down, let's try and get this a little bit more. She's using her tippy toes on the box to assist her, and she's gonna do a 10-second negative. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And use your feet to come back up. We're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna ask Nast what she feels. And down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice that she's not shrugging. 8, 9, 10, and relax. Do you feel that still? So Nast feels that even though she has, what, 10-ish strict pull-ups or something like that? So she has 10-ish strict pull-ups and she still feels these negatives. So if you're someone, maybe you're out there and you're like, oh, I can do strict pull-ups, but you look like this in every rep, maybe let's back it down, let's start with this, all right? Now, maybe you start 3 days a week, 3 sets of 5 of this. It's up to you, and you have to be really honest with yourself, how little or how much foot or how much assistance from your feet that you really need. It's to the point where you're just tippy toes and you're barely helping yourself. If you can do 3 sets of 5 barely helping yourself, next step is going 3 sets of 7 and then working down to barely helping yourself. Again, 10-second negative. I would do this 2 to 3 days a week at the most because this will get you sore. Once you can use the box to do 3 sets of 10-second negatives of barely helping yourself, then we're gonna move on to not using the box. So Nast is gonna step down, and then we're gonna start all over again. So maybe it's 3 sets of 3, maybe it's 3 sets of 5, maybe it's 3 sets of 7. We're gonna work up to that 3 sets, again, of that 10-second negative. So the first time you move the box away, you might only be able to do 3 sets of 3, and that's okay. So Nast is gonna jump herself up or use a box, a small box to get herself up there, so it's something out of the way. You can even have someone assist you, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you can drop, and then use that box to pop you back up again. Pretend like Nast just did a 2nd rep. Chill. So now after that 2nd rep, if you're like, okay, I got it. Guess what? You can only do 2 reps in that set, right? We want you getting back up there pretty quick, all right? The eccentric phase of this exercise is gonna allow you to not just work and kind of have an awareness, because everyone's stronger eccentrically, but the eccentric loading is what puts on new muscle. You're gonna gain that muscle mass that's probably needed to help you with the strict pull-up. Now, once you're able to get 3 sets of 5 reps, 10-second negative, maybe you're resting somewhere around 90 seconds to 2 minutes between sets. With the chin-up grip, let's start this process over with the pull-up grip. And you'd be amazed if you trust this process, if you follow this for 90 days, at the end of it, you're gonna have strict pull-ups or strict chin-ups. Don't shortcut the shortcut, stick to the process. You'd be surprised how much it can help you. All right, now if you're out there and you're like, that sounds great, but I know I'm not gonna work, hit us up below. Let's see if we can help you with your training goals in 2020. Talk to you guys soon.